coming to you live from the corner of his kitchen in beautiful Southern California. We're all gonna be edging it out with your host, everyone's favorite unemployed NEET, Edgee!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Edging It Out. I'm your host, Edgee. For those of you who may not know me, I am a terminally online NEET whose mind got sucked into the internet and became a sexy anime girl because all that I think about are sexy anime girls. My guest tonight is Aki Orange, aka Orange is Borange. I believe that's the name. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, anyway, let's go over and talk to her. How about that? There she is. Hey,
hello.
What's good?
Hello.
How you doing tonight, Aki?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
My day was going well, but now that you're here, my day is going great.
Good. Your day should be always good, but yeah.
Thank you seriously so much for taking the time to be here tonight. I really do appreciate it.
Of course. I was excited to. I'm always excited to be like on. Excuse me. I'm always excited to be on like TV shows or like talk shows or anything like that. So I'm definitely down to kind of discuss anything that is really on my mind or whatever. And if you have any questions about that, then yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oh, I think we're gonna have plenty to talk about tonight. Let's see.
Oh, cool.
let me go ahead and bring up my little notes that I made for tonight's episode.
You have notes. I decided to put some notes together. That's crazy.
You know, I try to be just a little bit organized when I do one of these. Just a tiny little bit.
Being organized is important. I agree.
Yeah. Before we begin, I do have to ask, why'd you bring that clown with you tonight?
Clown?
Yeah, there's a clown sitting right behind you on the couch. It's like staring at you.
Not anymore, it's not going to be. Get out of here. You're not supposed to be here. Remove thyself.
Oh,
Get
there it
out
goes.
of here.
There it goes.
Okay.
It went away.
Bye now.
Oh, I hope it doesn't come back.
Yeah, that was a little strange.
It was, because the thing is, I do the rounds before and after every show, and that thing wasn't there earlier. It was after we went live that I noticed it. Very strange. Very strange indeed.
You didn't just hit like a toggle or something to just put it there while I wasn't looking?
No, absolutely. Do you think I would do that, Aki? Come on now.
I mean, this is your show. I don't know what you're doing.
That's true. Well,
I mean, I'm going to be real.
Yeah.
Looking at your background and everything, I suddenly get like extreme Eric Andre vibes. So it would not surprise me if like, I don't know, a gorilla came out of the fucking curtain for some reason.
It won't, but let's just say that I have ideas now. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right, let's see here. So, we have a talk show to do tonight.
We have a talk show?
Yeah, believe it or not.
This is a talk show?
It might be.
Oh, I think I've been lied to.
Yeah, I know.
This was fuck around and talk and shoot the shit. My
yeah,
bad.
I mean, I did have to lure you in with a bag of Skittles, but hey, you're already here, so...
No, Skittles are not my favorite candy.
What is your favorite candy?
Reese's.
Reese's. I did have to lure you in with a bag of Reese's.
Oh, now you're changing the topic. Okay, I see.
When did I do that? What are you talking about?
You said it was Skittles, and now you're changing it to Reese's.
I said that? Chad, can you confirm that I said that?
I think you're a liar.
Am I? You're calling me a liar on my own show?
I think you just lied, yeah.
Oh, well. Well, that's for chat to figure out.
Why is it back there again?
What's
I'm
what?
Going to. Why
What do you mean?
You there?
Oh my god, the clown came back? Holy shit! Get out of here, kid!
Kill it.
Okay.
Remove it.
Alright, it went away.
Remove thine self.
It's not there anymore. Okay.
Okay. We're all good.
Yeah, we're all good.
Okay.
All right, so let's we're here for a talk show. Let's do a talk show. Let's see. Can you would you care to tell us about yourself, about your lore, if you have any to share?
I have lore. Hold on, sorry, I didn't realize that this was going to be like a show about something that I don't even have. I don't really do VTuber lore. I think like I understand why people do it.
Yeah.
I think to some people it could be somewhat important to them.
Yeah.
For me, I like to build my lore as I go with my stream. I tell people that I'm a fanatic of Wario, that I want to peg Cloud Strife, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like a slowly add-on build sort of thing, rather than just throwing it all out there and then it's like, oh, here's my lore. I am a dog girl that plays video games and talks on stream. Oh, wow, such creative insight. Wow, we couldn't see that right off the bat. So it's just stuff like that that's just always kind of like, not saying that VTuber lore is like generic. There are some people that do come up with very, very interesting lore. I would just say that for the most part, in terms of streaming, VTuber lore is just flavor text.
Yeah.
It's there if people want it. I would say that it's unnecessary and doesn't really add much to it unless like you incorporate your lore significantly in your stream, which is already pretty difficult to do.
Right.
So I would say that like, yeah, I just don't have any. I just come up with stuff on the spot and we'll see where it goes, but I don't have any. Sorry.
Okay, well that's totally fine. That's that's fair enough. How about this? What I guess make you get up one day and decide, you know what, I'm going to become a Shiba Inu dog VTuber?
Oh, I was watching a lot of Corona at the time, and that was like turning into like a drug addiction. So I just watched her all day, and I was just like, oh shit, I could do this. Let's go.
Nice.
So I was just like, well, there's not a lot of Shiba Inu VTubers. I can only name like 3 of them off the top of my head. So I was like, all right, I'm going to be the Shiba VTuber.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I don't know anyone who is a Shiba VTuber that is of my size, or like of my like not saying, not bragging or anything, but like, I have like a little bit of expertise on some things. So I don't really see a Shiba of that. So I was just like, okay.
Yeah, that's, yeah, there you go.
There should be more Shiba VTubers. There should be more, but there isn't.
Oh, well, consider this a call to action. Anyone watching right now?
Yeah,
or
because like if I see more Shibas, I'll make another Twitch team and I call it Shiba Nation.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I like that. Mm-hmm. What's your current Twitch team called?
VP.
It's
a thing that I just opened up.
That's cute. Mm-hmm. What's that about?
It's all of my friends that we stream. Basically, the idea is that all my friends and I, like, we stream really, really late at night.
Yeah.
Usually, like, anything past 6 p.m. PST. So we thought, like, okay, well, we're streaming at late at night, and we're always EP, like, we're tired all the time.
Right.
So I thought, okay, VEP. We're very EP.
Yeah.
We're very tired. We're very sleepy. So the idea was, I wanted to get together with all of them and do collabs and stuff. And I said, okay, guys, we don't call them collabs anymore. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because we're VEP. They should be slumber parties.
Oh, that's genius.
So they're slumber parties. They're not collabs. Yeah. We've introduced 3 of our members, including myself. And we're going to introduce 2 more, and then the entire team has been introduced. And then the entire month of March, we'll be kind of just doing collabs and like doing stuff together and all kinds of all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I'm really looking forward to see who the new members are.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Well, speaking of doing streams and whatnot, what do you What do you generally like to stream, and what have you been streaming lately? If it's different from your usual.
What do I typically like to stream? I kind of just stream variety. I don't really do like a lot of stuff. Variety streaming has always kind of been like my strong suit. I used to do a lot of speedrunning back in the day. For those who don't know, that I started off with Luigi's Mansion speedrunning, and then I went into Mario Kart Double Dash and Wario World and Mario 64, and I slowly got away from that. And the way that I slowly got away from that is people encouraging me to play other games. The first game that I stopped to play was Undertale, because I had never played Undertale. And during that playthrough, I had mentioned that if I got 1,500 followers, that I would move over to Deltarune. And then I reached that, and I played Deltarune. And then during Deltarune, everyone was saying like, "Oh, if you like this game, you're gonna get a kick out of Kingdom Hearts." Never played Kingdom Hearts.
Oh wow,
Kingdom Hearts, and got 2,000 followers. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep doing variety content. It seems like you guys really like it when I just play anything. So I started doing that. A lot of blind playthroughs, a lot of just playthroughs that I'm very, very like good at. For instance, like Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
Classic.
A lot of Zelda games. I'm very, very, very good at Zelda games.
Nice.
Played a handful of those. I am this year kind of branching out into other games. So like games like such as, PlayStation related games, all that sort of stuff. One of the things that I really want to get into this year is kind of just breaking away from the Nintendo library that I'm mostly known for, and kind of just build off of the games that I really, really want to play this year, and kind of just give like a good idea of what that is supposed to be like. Because the idea right now, sorry, hold on, somebody needs something.
No, you're good.
The idea right now is I really, really want to play games and not have to worry about what games I'm playing.
Right.
Because honestly, the big issue that I noticed last year was if I play any game that isn't a Nintendo game, sometimes a lot of people don't really like it. And I've learned to cope with that. And the thing is, what I mean by coping with that, I mean like I've learned to just play the game anyway and not really care too much about what other people think.
Right.
That's a really hard pill to swallow for some people. Some people are really, really fixated on the things that they want to do, and that's totally fine. But I'll tell you right now that you're hindering yourself by limiting your audience based off of what you play. You should be willing to play anything regardless of view count.
Right.
I don't think it's a good idea to just only hinder to one particular category and only that category. Like for instance, if you're a Minecraft YouTuber or whatever, hypothetically, if you were that and you only stream Minecraft and you only play Minecraft, you have a lot to work with because there's mods, there's mod packs, there's maps, like you can do all those sorts of things, redstone stuff, all that shit. You could do that, but there's a limit to where you're going to exhaust all of that. There's just going to be a limit. There's already people who have satiated the amount of redstone tutorials, maps, texture pack viewing, seeds, like all that other shit. Someone's already done it. So you ask yourself, okay, so what can I do to make myself stand out and make myself unique? Well, you have to find playthroughs that either nobody has done, which is already very difficult, or you need to add something to said playthrough that makes it stand out. VTubing is a big thing already. VTubing is still niche, but it's a big way of already making yourself stand out by having a model on the screen with your gameplay. The other way you could do it is making it a challenge. Challenge videos go really, really hard nowadays. Not a lot of many challenge videos. One of the big things that I watch right now is Final Fantasy challenge videos because I think they're really, really funny and interesting. Because you could see just how broken the fucking video game is. But like
Yeah.
stuff like that, where I think it can make you stand out and make you feel more unique in comparison to other people. The other big thing, we'll get into it later, modding.
Oh, yeah.
Big on modding. Modding will definitely will change a lot of things to your viewership. It will definitely change a lot of things to make you feel unique. I love making my playthroughs as unique as possible and making them cater to my own stuff. This year I plan on doing instead of Zelda-thon this year, I plan on doing a Pokeathon. I have myself modded into every single Pokemon game except Gen 5 and Gen 7. Gen 5 is going to be a work in progress, but Gen 7 will have to be put on the chopping block because Gen 7 is just too hard to mod.
I see.
But I have all of those modded with my character in it.
That's really cool.
And I really want to make a challenge for myself this time around because I have a good amount of experience with Pokemon now where I feel comfortable making those Nuzlocks. And I think it would be interesting to do Nuzlocks of some of those Pokemon games and see like how it goes and what people think is the best to make for party members. And it won't be randomized or anything. It'll just be like, hey, we can only use the generation Pokemon that are in that region. So like if I find a Pidgey in Gen 2, can't use it. It has to be a Gen 2 Pokemon. And I think that will make it a little bit more interesting. Because you only have a subset of Pokemon that work well.
Right.
And that's it. You can't use anything else. So that'll make the challenge a little bit more hard. The other thing I was thinking of is removing some items, some held items you can't use, stuff like that, just to make it a little bit more balanced, because obviously there are some held items that are just completely busted in Pokemon.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's probably the idea. But overall, I would say that you need to find ways to make yourself stand out when it comes to streaming. And if you can't do that, then you need to embrace the idea that you are going to have to constantly change up your content over a period of time. Like, for instance, my content is not the same that it was last year. It's certainly not the same when I first started. So that's probably the idea that comes to mind.
Oh wow, that's genuinely really insightful. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely like a new viewpoint that I just got just now. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for imparting some of your knowledge. Let's see. Let's move on to the next question that I got for you. Okay. What are some of your plans for the future, either near or far, that you're able to discuss right now?
Oh, where do I even begin? Well, VP is still one of the big future things right now because it's just now starting. We're just now pushing for it right now. So VP is definitely going to be a big part of a lot of the streaming stuff that we do currently. I would also say that I have plans, hopefully, if things get done, I have plans to debut 3 outfits this year.
Oh, nice.
3 new outfits: summer, Halloween, and Christmas. I plan on doing themes with them. So summer is going to be Subathon Summer Bash. The Halloween outfit's going to be Pupperine. It's just Halloween and Pupper together.
Yeah.
And then Christmas is going to be a whole Christmas theme where I'm thinking, depending on how it goes, I might do a cooking stream where I bake cookies or make a gingerbread house or some other kind of like other Christmassy kind of theme stuff. Maybe play some games that make me feel or think about Christmas. Stuff like that. I might even probably coax my community into making Christmas cards so I can read them off stream.
Oh, that's really cute.
Or read them on stream. Stuff like that. I kind of want to do something that's more theme. I like themes, in case you haven't noticed. Themes are a real big thing for me, and if I can make an event, like an entire month event, solely based off of the theme, even better.
Yeah.
Because then I just focus in on that, and I don't have to worry about doing anything else. It's just that month is the theme, and if you missed it, you missed it, because I won't do it again.
Right.
Usually that's what happens. Is I will do a theme, and then if you missed out, oh well. So you know, stuff like that is kind of the idea. Other future projects. Oh boy. I can't really think of any other future projects off the top of my head. No.
Oh, okay,
I don't
that's
really
fine.
have anything to share. I mean, a lot of I have other stuff that's like NDA because I can't really talk about it. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I can show you something that I'm currently working on if you want. It should be coming out pretty. Oh, wait, who messaged me? Oh, Callie. Callie's messaging me. Hold on, let me see here. Let me see if I can grab it or if I have a picture of it. Hopefully I do. Do I have a picture of this? Oh dear. I don't know if I do. I should. Where is it? Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I'll go into my dog park and find it.
All right.
It'll be there. It certainly will be there. If it's not in there, I'll scream. Ah, yes, here it is. So this might come to a surprise for you. These are coming out sometime this year. I don't know when they're going to be coming out, but I have my own figure that I'm getting produced, and they will show up sometime.
Oh, let me see if I can add that to the stream for a second. There we go. Let's see. It takes a second because I gotta find where I saved it. Give me 1 second. Okay.
Oh no, you're good.
There we go. All right, there you go, chat. That's what Aki's working on. Look at that. That's really cool.
Yippee! Yeah.
I like how it's slightly bigger than an amiibo, but you can still tell that it's like
it's 6 inches. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a release window planned for these yet, or?
My hope is that a lot of this stuff gets finished around like October or November, because I plan on just dropping like a huge merch release. Like the idea is I have a Booba mouse pad, I have a Docky, I have a poster, I have a t-shirt, keychains, stickers, like all of this plus the fucking figure. Like I plan on like just dropping it all on one thing.
Wow.
And be like, here you guys go. Here's all the new merch. Go to town. I put a lot of effort and money into this. Please, 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 please. You know, just like start screaming.
Yeah. Well, I think October/November is like a really good time to do a merch drop, because that's around the time
it's right around Christmas.
Yeah, that's around the time when people like start doing their shopping early.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. That's really cool. That's really smart. Good shit. Alrighty, let's see here. Okay, for next one. Okay, so normally that would have been the end of this introduction round. But Aki, what if I were to say to you that you were right earlier at the beginning of the show when you called me a fucking liar, because I was a liar. I did fucking lie to you. There's one more question that I purposely didn't tell you about, because we're doing this shit live. When you live stream, you gotta be ready for anything, Aki, anything. All right, here we go. Do a pitch right now. Why should people watch you?
Do a pitch of reasons why people should watch me?
Yeah, do it short and sweet. Go. Right now.
Why would they want to do that? I'm cringe. I'm the worst thing known to man. I'm a dog and annoying as shit. I have guns. Why would you ever want to watch me? I'm like the worst possible thing for your brain.
Hang on, right now
like
I'm only
brain
seeing
rot multiplied by 3.
Right now I'm only seeing gun. I'm not seeing guns with an S.
I can hold guns. I can have guns. I am the guns.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Look, I'm just making very good points of how much cringe I am, so don't worry.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I promise you that was the only surprise question. And that's it. Okay, so this is let's see, what do we got next? Okay, so this is the part where we move on to audience interaction. That's for you, chat. That's right, you standing next to me, chat. You get to become a part of the show. So we will allow you to ask questions to our dear guest right here, Aki. But Aki gets to pick what questions she answers. So
what if there are no questions?
If there are no questions, then the show ends and I block you and I never talk to you again.
Okay, that seems a very reasonable response.
All right, cool. All right, so
wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the last.
No, I've had some very, very weirdo interactions before. So like, I definitely have experienced the, oh, do you want to collab? Please collab. And I'm like, I don't know who you are. And then the moment I said that, they're like, you hate me, and then they block me, and I'm like, okay, all right.
It's called fucking talking to someone like a human being. I don't know why it's so hard for some people to do that. There was one time where somebody was like, oh, I'm so lonely, I wish somebody would collab with me. So I just, I was feeling bad, so I was like, hey, do you want to collab? And they're like, yeah, can you join my Discord? And I joined their Discord, and it's like, okay, what now? And it's like, I'll let you know when I want to collab. And it's like, okay, great, thanks.
Were there any culture shocks you had moving to VTubing?
That's a really good question.
A little bit. I think the big thing that that really turned me off was the idol culture.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't like how they get treated. I really don't like how people treat them like they're like they mostly like objectify and just like kind of treat these people as if they're like a thing to own rather than a human being. The other thing that I also had like a problem with is that there's a lot of people that, yeah, you know what? I'll just call them weebs. Yeah, they're just weebs.
Yeah, there you go.
I had a lot of people, especially on Tumblr, where I posted my design, and a lot of people like they said like, oh well, are you Japanese? Because if you're not, you're culture appropriating. And I'm like,
oh my god.
You mean a culture how is this culture appropriation? I'm just a dog and that's it. Like a Shiba Inu, and then my name is Aki, and they're like, oh, but Aki's a Japanese name. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. The only Japanese thing that's in my fucking character's description is her last name, which is Mikan. And that is it. Everything else about me has nothing to do with Japan, like at all. And they're like, but Shiba Inu. I'm like, doesn't matter. Shiba Inus are like everywhere. That's not exclusively a Japanese thing. So like, I had those people come after me on Tumblr.
Oh my god.
And I just was like, all right, I'm just going to close my Tumblr. You guys are a bunch of fucking assholes. So like, you know, they were like extremely racist and like horrible. Like over
I'm
there.
so sorry. Oh my god.
I will never go back to Tumblr after that. That was just genuinely the worst experience I ever had. I had one of my posts just blew up.
Yeah.
And I just had like a shit ton of people just be so incredibly rude and mean to me, and I was just like, yeah, no, this is like a huge like misunderstanding clearly, and they don't understand anything.
Oh yeah, and then
so I just was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, and then after that misunderstanding happens, you can't do anything about it because then people start fucking piling up.
Yeah. So like that, and then like, you know, just the idol culture, you know, just stuff like that is just like I don't really see the need for it. Like I like the idea of idol stuff. Like, right. I like the outfits, I like the singing, I like the dancing, I like the stage work, all that other stuff. I just don't like the way that they're treated. And they're like,
I agree.
You know, or I don't like how predatory it is, where they hire like people who are like 17, 18, you know, 16 years old to do this idol work. I don't like that. I don't like just how very orientated it is towards one particular gender and not the other. Look, I know a lot of girls who love Miku, okay? And I get a little upset where it's just like, okay, well, clearly they are pushing towards a certain gender's audience and not necessarily another one, and that's not being very both ended. It's just very idol culture is just something I can't get behind.
Yeah, I agree.
The only other culture shock I've had is I guess the language barrier. There's a lot of people that I've met on and off stream that don't speak English.
Oh,
and
really?
It's very interesting. I have like a handful of Japanese viewers that check in on my VODs, and
no
sometimes
way, that's
they pop
cool.
in. They sometimes pop into my stream. I've only had one or two of them that came in and they tried to talk in broken English, and it was very cute and wholesome. It was just like, oh, these poor people, they're trying to communicate, but they can't, And I feel bad for them. But the nice thing is that I always tell them that my VODs support language translation. So if you go into the VODs and you click caption and you just check the gear, it should allow you to change the language. So it would automatically change the language with Google Translate. So you can read at least what I'm saying. So they've been doing that, and they've been keeping up with my VODs, and it's very, very sweet.
Oh,
I had one of them message me one time, and we just like started talking, and it was very sweet. One of them found out that I liked Red Dead Redemption, and they sent me it's very, very sweet. They sent me this book, and it's a leather-bound book, and it has every single entry, like journal entry from Arthur in Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it's homemade. It's homemade. It's very, very sweet. And I read through it, and I got to the back of the book, and the problem is that there's extra pages in the back of the book because that's for John.
Oh.
And it just randomly stops. And I just started crying because I know what happens. I know what happens in the story.
Right.
So it really hit me like a truck, because it's just like, oh man, I'm literally reading this man's journal, and it's like it's actual handwriting and everything. Like here, I can pull it up. Let me see if I can find it. I definitely posted it in my server. I know that for a fact. It was absolutely made with love and care, and I'm very, very happy that I was sent this as a gift.
That's really cool.
Let's see here. Where is it?
Well, the thought of someone going that above and beyond.
Yeah, above and beyond for something like that is very crazy.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's amazing. Seriously.
Where is it?
In the meantime, chat, if you guys want to start typing up questions, we can go through them when she's done talking about this right now. But remember, you gotta get vetted, so don't step out of line too much, or else. Can't wait to see that. I'm so hyped for it.
Yeah. And the printing quality is very good too, because it looks like somebody drew on it. Like
Ooh.
it looks really, really good.
All right, let's see here. All right, let me start. Let me save at least a couple of these so I can display it on the stream. Give me 1 second. There we go. And then, oh god, that's huge. Oh god, that's huge. Give me 1 second.
I saw it.
Give me 1 second. I didn't think the picture was gonna be that big. Hang on.
No, they're massive. Yeah.
Hang on. Welcome to the.
Just right click on it and then hit transform and just click fit the screen.
Transform, fit the screen. You're so smart. There you go. There we go. That's seriously awesome.
Like, the fact that you can read it is like really cool. Like that's John Marston, for example. Like that's the part where you find him after he got attacked by wolves. But like it's just very cool. And it's all leather bound. It's like it's just I can't wait to like go to a con and like bring it and hope that the voice actor of Arthur is there and just be like, please sign this. please sign this. Please put your signature somewhere. Or better yet, I'll just give it to him.
Oh yeah, that too.
I'll just be like, hey, here's Arthur's journal. Like this is you.
Yeah.
You know?
He doesn't go to conventions that often.
Game, not Nintendo, Fire Emblem, Okami, etc. Oh.
Guilty secret comfort game.
Guilty secret comfort game.
Guilty secret.
That's not a Nintendo game, and it's not Fire Emblem. It's not Okami. It's not any of those things. Oh. I have to think here for a second.
Yeah, they really got you thinking.
Yeah, that might be that. I guess I would have to say Binding of Isaac. I've clocked in like 2,000 hours into that game. Before I became a VTuber, I used to watch this YouTuber called Grapefruit. I watched a lot of his Binding of Isaac streams and his videos about Binding of Isaac, and I just played like a shit ton of it. Probably that probably is a guilty secret comfort game, and I think it's because I find it very relatable. Because also, as you know, the person who created it, suffered under a Catholic family. I too also suffered under a Catholic family.
No.
So I totally understand and get behind a lot of his, not necessarily his traumas, but like definitely understand like the theming and what he was going for, and I think it's very cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think I would go with that. I think another game that I probably would go with that is not necessarily Nintendo is probably Kingdom Hearts, but that's because like I like fucking around in those games. I think a lot of the mechanics and stuff that you could play around with is enough to just kind of really do whatever you want. Balatro is up there too. I'm addicted to Balatro. I can't stop playing.
Yeah, a lot of people have gotten super hooked on that recently.
DMC2.
Devil May Cry 2?
Yeah, DMC2. DMC2 is really funny. I just hold the shoot button and I win, so
that
makes me happy.
Best
in game. DMC2. Yeah. But yeah, that's probably it. Those are probably the games that I played the most that are a guilty pleasure for sure. It's like something that I mean right now I've been playing a lot of Avowed, so like that's probably there too right now.
Oh, that just came out recently, right?
Yeah, it's Obsidian's Skyrim essentially. It's very good. It's still held with duct tape. There's a lot of I discovered some glitches. I was able to make it so that I can launch myself into the sky, and I'm just like, oh, okay, casual break the game as always. There's a theme that happens on my streams where I casually break games somehow, and I don't know how it keeps happening. Every once in a while, I'll just play the game normally, and then suddenly it just breaks, and I'm like, interesting.
I wonder how that happened.
Yeah. I need to be stopped. Yeah, I'll just randomly do something, and the game will just stop working, or it'll just crash. Like for instance, I said something like really cursed, and the game just crashed.
Oh my god!
Like I'm like, oh okay, all right. Someone said like someone in my chat said like as I was playing Five Nights at Freddy's. I was like, they were like, what if you caught Freddy Fazbear mewing in the camera? And I was just like, I think I'll probably just like Roblox right then and there. And then the game just died.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't want to play the game anyway. So like, that's fine. I didn't need to, beat the game that night. So,
wow.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Commentator's curse sometimes?
I wouldn't say commentator's curse, because commentator's curse is very much like, you say something and then something bad happens.
Like the opposite of that happens or something
Yeah.
like that? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, well, that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Okay, chat, you got one more in the chamber, okay? And then we're moving on. But anyway.
You have one more question. You're allowed to ask me one more question before I grab a stick and smack one of you.
Yeah. Kobeni, yeah, she's right there. I love Kobeni. She's right there on the desk.
Kobeni.
You spot her.
Kobeni. Kobeni and Mountain Dew and Transformer.
It's actually Gurren Lagann. No, you're anime.
That's a Transformer.
No, well, it does transform. It does transform. So
what was my first ever stream idea? Oh god. So can you clarify what stream idea do you mean? What is your favorite Transformer? The one that blows up. that would be Starscream. Starscream is such a gay, lovable. Oh man, I could talk about that man.
I fucking love Starscream. I was so sad when I missed out on the Bishojo Starscream figure.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted it so bad.
My favorite thing is in the old school Transformers. Optimus just like sends him up into the sky, and he just blows up. And I'm like, to clear it up, the first thing you did as a streamer. Oh, the first thing I ever did as a streamer is I did Luigi's Mansion speedruns. But I guess like for my first ever big project, I hacked myself into Pokemon Heart Gold, and it was the first time I ever played a Pokemon game coming back from Red and Blue.
Hell yeah!
Because the story for that is is it considered trauma dumping to talk about school bullies?
You know, go as deep as you want to go, I guess.
It's a fun story because there's a positive output to it, so.
Okay.
When I was a kid, my uncle got me Pokemon Red and Blue.
Hell yeah.
They gave it to me for a Christmas present, and this was around the time when Gen 3 was already out, Gen 4 was on the way. So I spent all day, every single day at recess or at lunch, collecting Pokemon, trading Pokemon with another friend's Game Boy, and just doing all that. And I completed the Pokedex on Red and Blue.
Nice.
And you can go to the library or any other library. There's like a Game Boy printer that they might have. And you can print off the little slip that says, "You're a Pokemon master. You completed the Pokedex." I'm like, yeah, look at that. I got my Pokemon certificate. I'm a gamer, you know?
Yeah.
So I showed that off to a couple kids at recess. And these fuckers are like assholes. They're like, "You're not a Pokemon master. There's more Pokemon. There's like 300 more. And also, there's a new game on the way.
Oh my
God.
god.
You have a DS?" And they're like your typical rich kid assholes. Like they're very like, "We have Game Boy Advance SPs. You have a Game Boy. What are you?" Like brr,
Oh
like
my
that.
fucking god.
And one of them took the slip and just like ripped it in front of me.
Holy shit.
And then like I just went back home and I threw my Game Boy across the wall and I was just like, I ain't playing this shit ever again. I never touched Pokemon until 3 years later.
Damn.
3 years ago. So 3 years ago, or 2.5, or well, no, 2 years ago. Yeah. I hacked myself into Pokemon Heart Gold. I was told that is the best game to get back into because it's Gen 2 and it's Gen 4 mechanics. It'll be great. And I was like, okay. I gave it a go and I had such a blast. I think it's my longest like actual Let's Play on the channel because it's 90 hours.
Oh damn.
I spent 90 hours on that game for streaming. And for streaming, that's quite a long time to focus in on one game.
Right.
So yeah. But I got into it. I played ever since then. I played Pokemon Heart Gold. I played Pokemon XD Gales of Darkness, which was probably the hardest game that I played recently. Played Pokemon Emerald. I played Legends Arceus. Had a really, really good time with Legends Arceus.
Oh yeah, that one was super fun.
I think that one's my favorite. And every single Pokemon game I've hacked myself in. And they're all first-time playthroughs. So they've been really fun to play. I want to finish Scarlet and Violet. I started it during my subathon last year, and I didn't finish it, and I regret that because I actually had a really good time with that game. Despite the bugs and everything,
Right.
that game was fantastic. I had such a blast with it, and I'm upset that I did not finish it. Sword and Shield I want to finish. Pokemon X I haven't finished because I also started that during my subathon, and I did not finish that one either. Just stuff like that. It just like it seemed like the subathon was really weird. Subathon was like a lot of starting games and not finishing games, and it was very weird for me because I don't do that normally. The only games that I've ever legitimately dropped was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team Deluxe. That game sucks ass. Do not play that game.
Was that the one on the DS?
It was the remake of the DS and Game Boy Advance game of Red Rescue Team, Blue Rescue Team. That game sucks. Do not play that game. It was fucking awful. I dropped Advance Wars, the remake of Advance Wars. I just couldn't get into it. My brain was too small for it. And then I dropped one other game. I don't remember what other game I dropped, but it was all games that I dropped that I just couldn't get into, and then I just focused in on Splatoon 3 at the time.
Oh yeah, there you go.
But yeah, I just like I don't think Advance Wars is a bad game. It's just like I just couldn't get into it. It's just not something that I really enjoyed. I thought I would enjoy it because I was like, oh, it's just Fire Emblem with guns. It'll be fine. No, it's nothing like that. So, Yeah,
I mean, I feel like that's something that happens to just about everybody, especially people that play a lot of games. Like sooner or later, you're gonna run into something that on paper might sound.
So, one of the recommendations that I always say this for like people is that I think it's okay to start something and try it out, and if you don't like it, it's totally okay to drop it. Like, don't force yourself to finish a game just because like you're afraid of disappointing your audience. I think your audience can tell when you're not having fun.
I agree.
They genuinely can tell. Yeah, it's far more important to play things that you enjoy rather than forcing yourself to play something that you're not having fun with.
Yeah.
So
I think that's absolutely true. Speaking of, I actually had to do that in last year because I played this one Gundam spin-off game where you're playing on the side of the I guess like the bad guys or whatever, but it's a unit of cute girls doing cute things, and it's like so fucking anime. Like every time that you begin and end a chapter, there's like an actual like fucking anime intro and anime ending theme and everything that plays. And there's even like anime cutscenes and all that shit. And I'm like, oh, this sounds and looks like it would be 1000% up my alley. But then like the gameplay was just shit from a butt. Everything that you did had a fucking cooldown. And I'm like, I played Gundam games before and I like them and I've enjoyed them a lot. Why is this one like so different? Why does everything have such a fucking like hard cooldown? And I get it. It's because they want you to like strategize and like and make full use of like all your weapons and shit.
I'll tell you the thing that like really gets people like kind of just interested into streaming, like just in general.
Yeah.
Is anything that exudes your personality. Like you could play a game and not talk and all that other shit, and that probably won't do so well. But if you just like, I always stress people who get into streaming to please do like a just chatting segment, at least for like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. And that gives people enough time to really just kind of talk and get familiar with you and kind of just be like, oh, this is who this person is, blah, 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 blah. That sort of thing. The other thing is being consistent. Right. But like those two things, like if you really do something that exudes your personality really, really well and people vibe with you, then they're going to stick around regardless what you fucking play. Like,
right.
Like you could play Y2K, a postmodern RPG. Hint, hint, I have to play that. You know, you could play that and someone will probably stick around and laugh along with you because they like your personality that much. But if you have no personality, which, how the fuck, what, how? Like, no, I'm sorry. Everyone has a personality. It came free with your Xbox. If you don't have a personality, you're just not showing it off, you know? Yeah, there are a lot of people that are definitely here for your personality rather than for the game. And if they are there for the game, it's because you skill checked the shit out of the game.
Yeah.
And people just want to see you break the game, and that's totally fine too. There's a lot of people that are like that. ZFG is like the biggest one that comes to mind. Like, he is very monotone. He has a personality, like, don't get me wrong. He just focused more in on the game rather than, like, you know, making fart jokes and like explosions and screaming. So
right. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Whenever I play something on the channel, it's always something that at least gets me to do like commentary and just like riff it and shit like that. So I would say that I really fully agree with that statement that you just made. You're spitting, you could even say. If I may be so bold
on that thing.
Yeah. V2. Is this anything? Is that anything? Chat, is that anything? Okay, let's see here. Going back to my notes. Really. Oh, so that was
notes.
Yeah, remember?
That's crazy.
I mentioned earlier I got notes. Okay. So Hawk Noah. So that was the last one for the audience interaction. Now, the title of the next segment is a work in progress, so please bear with me. For the time being, I like to call this segment, you think you can do this shit better than me? Then go ahead. I'd like to see you try. And it's where you flip the tables on me and you ask me 3 questions. What do you think about that?
Would you rather have unlimited bacon in video games or no video games and unlimited video games?
No video games and unlimited video games?
Yeah.
I think
it means you have no games, but there's unlimited games.
I think I would like bacon and video games, the first option.
But then there's no video games.
But then if I want bacon and video games, then there's no video games?
If you want unlimited bacon,
yeah,
but no video games, that means that there's unlimited bacon, but you have no games.
Right. I mean, that's fine, because I got a PS3, and PS3 has no games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's fair.
Yeah.
No, that's a great one. That's
right.
Good. That's good. I like that.
Thank you. Question 2. Here we go.
Question 2.
Whoa.
What's number 2? I'm thinking. My brain was not ready for this. You fool.
That's fine. I mean, it's not like I gave you the segments in advance or anything.
Oh, I saw the segments.
And you're like, that's cute. Anyway.
I probably didn't read them.
Oh. Hey, if it makes you feel better.
My brain probably skimmed through them and was like, oh, there's nothing inappropriate in here. All right, cool.
If it makes you feel better. This happens to like almost every fucking guest that I've had. And
the funny thing is I watched some of your VODs already about the show.
Yeah.
And somehow I still did not remember this segment. So clearly either I'm like going brain dead or I'm just too tired half the time and I'm just not paying attention. I think it's the autism at this point. It's definitely the autism.
Shout out to Tism out there.
Favorite video game?
My favorite video game, it's fucking Monster Hunter, and I'm so fucking excited for the release of Monster Hunter Wilds this Friday, February 28th, 2025. Capcom, please cut the check. I am on my hands and knees. Capcom, please.
Oh, true. That game does come out. When I beta tested it, it was an N64 game.
Oh, did you play it on PC and you got the fucking polygons?
Yep, and it still has that problem for me, even with the new benchmark, because I tried it, and I was like, oh, so this game's just gonna be unplayable for me. Cool,
Yeah,
that's
like-
great. Thanks, me. That's so cool.
Yeah,
I can't wait to be a Capcom creator one of these days, and then just absolutely shit on every single game that they make, because that's probably what's going to happen. This is why I don't really suck up to companies anymore. I grew up thinking that Nintendo was my best friend. And that
look
didn't
what
happen.
happened.
So, you know, that's why I kind of just do the shit that I do. Like, people come in and they're like, oh, can we talk about emulation? I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em. Go pirate shit. I don't care.
Yeah, remember...
This is a joke, Twitch.
Remember, kids, it's always morally correct to pirate Nintendo games, and for legal reasons,
obviously,
this is also a joke.
Obviously.
Yeah.
For legal reasons. My lawyer has just told me to shut the fuck up.
This is your lawyer. No matter what, keep posting that shit.
Look, Shiggy Mitochondria, the powerhouse of Nintendo, will come get you. So,
but yeah, like unfortunately, like Capcom games do have a tendency to not be great the first like month or two of release on PC.
Yep.
They always like streamline their shit so like it works well on console. I don't know if you got to play Monster Hunter Rise when it first came out on Switch, because I think right now it's available on everything, but first and foremost it was out on Switch for I think maybe like almost a whole year before it came out on PC, and like they coded that shit with black magic, because even on Switch that shit runs like a fucking dream. And then when it came out on PC, you would think, okay, by then they already got their shit together, but it was
nope.
It was kind of rough, like the first 2 or 3 months that it was out on PC. And
Speaking of, you know what? We'll just do this. Favorite weapon in Monster Hunter.
Okay, that's the third question. Fuck, that's a really good question. Shit, my favorite weapon in Monster Hunter is probably the Insect Glaive, because...
Oh, cool. Everyone I know loves Insect Glaive. I wonder why. I can't wait to play Wilds. Oh, wait, they nerfed it. Oh, it's bad now. Cool.
Oh, actually, fucking objection, Phoenix Wright or Miles Edgeworth, I don't fucking know. They fixed it. They released a developer diary video where they said that they brought back the jump that everyone was complaining about that wasn't in the beta.
Oh, okay, they fixed it.
Yeah,
okay.
they fixed it.
Okay, because when I played it, I was like, "Oh, this is dog shit." Now. Cool.
No, I agree. I'm with you all the way. I was like, what did they did?
I sat there and I was in a VC as I was playing it, and there was like 10 people like also playing it with me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, guys, and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Insect Blade is bad now."
It's so fucking over.
And they're like, "What do you mean it's bad?" I'm like, "Look what they did to my boy.
They massacred my boy."
They massacred my boy.
No, yeah, I was so
really,
fucking sad.
Really trash. Yeah, I got very upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the fact that like the game was unplayable, you know, for me, but also just like, wow, Insect Glaive just is not the same anymore. I played World prior to this. World was my first Monster Hunter game.
Oh, okay.
So I played a lot of World, and I really liked Insect Glaive in that. Then I played a little bit of Rise, and I was like, oh, also Insect Glaive is pretty good in this too. Cool.
Yeah.
Played Wilds. What the fuck happened?
That's just shit from a butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was fucking devastated. I fell to my fucking knees. I was like, where's my jump? How come you can't do a fucking jump anymore? What happened to my jump?
Yeah, where's my pogo stick?
Yeah. The fucking the bug stick, the bug lance, you could even say. But yeah, I was super happy when they were like, yeah, we have received your feedback from the they're like, yeah, we received your feedback from the first open beta.
We received feedback from players. We found out that you are not having a good time.
So we decided to fix that.
I don't know why Rebecca Black is here, but I'll throw her in. Ah! Oh no. Hi, Corpse.
But yeah, I love Monster Hunter a lot, if you couldn't tell by now, and I love it. I love it. I spent fucking 3,000 hours on World / Iceborne. Just that alone. And then hundreds of hours on the other games. God. Anyway, let's see. Okay. It is also hi chat. Hi everyone who's coming in right now. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Let's see. It is finally time to move on to the last segment of the show, which you were so gracious to provide, which is we're gonna be talking about modding. So I ask you.
Oh, yeah, modding.
So I ask you, Aki, what do you have to say about modding?
Mods are very complicated. It really depends on what you're kind of going for. I always kind of break it down of the scope of what you want to change and what you want to do. So modding for games, you kind of want to just figure out, well, firstly, what mod tools are available to you. There's a lot of games that just don't have mod tools. And for those games, those either become severely more complicated or very, very fucking easy. It's one or the other. I would say that, like, in the instance of Balatro not having a modding, like any modding tools or anything, it's very, very easy because you could just open up the .exe and 7-zip, and then all of the files are just there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like uncompressed everything. Like all of the Lua files you could just change. You could change how much like a flush is. Like I changed the points of a flush to make it 99999. It was really funny.
That rules.
I also changed the textures of the cards to be myself. Stuff like that. Like it's very, very, very easy to modify Balatro. Like I would say that Balatro is like easier than modding your Nintendo 3DS.
Oh, so, nice.
There's that, and then like there's also just discovering your scope. So what can entail in your scope? Well, do you want to change textures? Do you want to change a model? Do you want to change sprites? Do you want to change things on the HUD? Do you want to add things? Do you want to remove things? Like you really just need to look at your scope of your project, and it's no different than like making a game. Except it's going the opposite direction. Instead of making things from scratch, you're already taking assets that already work in the game and you're trying to rearrange them and or change them to fit your needs. So for instance, in the example of Wind Waker, the model changing from Link has a couple of models. Link has one normal playing model. That's the model that's used for everything in the game. And then there's another model in the game that is exclusively used for cutscenes.
Oh,
why? We don't fucking know.
What the fuck?
The models are
that.
the same. The models are exactly the same. There is nothing changed about them. The only thing that's changed is the armature of the model. Wind Waker Link in cutscenes has more bones.
Oh,
than the Link does in the gameplay model. Why? We don't fucking know. It's just that's just how they did it. For instance, Twilight Princess, there is a new model for every cutscene instance.
Oh.
There is several models in Twilight Princess. Why? We don't fucking know. It's just there. So
everyone say it together next time.
Trying to modify. Yeah, that's just the that's the catchphrase. You go into modding and you see something there and you're like, why is this there?
We don't fucking know.
It's just there.
It's like the word of the day in Kiwi's Playhouse.
Yeah, but Twilight Princess is probably the worst offender in this.
Uh-huh.
For every cutscene, there is an additional Link model, and that Link model is either using the Ordon outfit or the hero outfit. The problem is that both models are also played at once.
Oh.
So usually what happens is that if there's another Link model, there's always another Link model at 0-0 below the map doing the same fucking shit.
Oh.
And it's just moving back and forth between those two cutscenes.
Fuck?
It's no different than Mario Galaxy. So Mario Galaxy has faceplates and arm hand plates.
Uh-huh.
And they only change based off of like what happens. So if Mario gets hurt, it uses one frame to change Mario's faceplate to a hurt animation and then goes back.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very weird. And all those faceplates are either stored in his face or at 0-0 in the game.
Oh my god.
Somewhere. Pokemon is very, very weird. So the way that they work with their shit is they just throw everything in Unity and call it a day. So I don't know what they were thinking. Like the best part about it is that Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, like that game in particular, made completely in Unity. They just didn't compress anything.
Holy
they just
shit.
left it there. The entire Unity project is just open. You can just open it up and it will just work perfectly fine.
Oh my god.
So I could just replace any model I want with whatever and it'll be fine. I could replace text as like right then and there. Like I do not need to modify anything. Like I could modify that game with zero code knowledge.
Damn.
Like it is really funny how some of these game developers are getting to the point where they just do not want to hide anything. Like nothing is compressed anymore.
Holy shit.
It's why these games are like 80, 90 gigabytes. They just do not do like any sort of compression or encryption or anything like that anymore.
I wonder why.
They don't have to.
Oh.
There's no reason to. They don't have to do that anymore because these consoles can have that amount of data. But the problem is having decompressed, like having not compressed like images or anything like that makes games harder to stabilize.
Oh.
So like now you're getting into the problem of, oh, why does my game crash? Oh, it's because I have a 32,000 by 32,000 texture that tries to load. Why did I make it a 32,000 by 230,000 texture? I don't fucking
know.
It's just there.
Yeah,
basically every single thing that I've realized is like, oh wow, I love coconut.jpg. What happens if I remove it? Oh, the game just dies. Oh, okay. Like it's just like shit like that. There's like another problem, like where there's like some actors in there's an actor in Ocarina of Time, for example, that if you remove it, the entire game just won't boot.
Holy shit.
It's perfectly fine otherwise, but it just will not boot if you remove that one single actor, and that actor happens to be Link.
Oh.
Yeah, because Link is used to trigger all cutscenes.
Oh, I see.
So, for instance, in all the cutscenes on most N64 games, the main actor, which is Link or whatever main character, is loaded in, but they're loaded off screen somewhere. If you remove that actor, the cutscene just won't load.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's the load-bearing Link.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I'm really upset with Brilliant Diamond. I pre-ordered it, and I have not beaten it. Well, here, let me give you something interesting, Torin. The entire game is dog shit up until you get to the Elite Four. Because guess what they did with the Elite Four and Champion? In Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they used actual fucking competitive Pokemon for that thing on your first attempt, by the way.
Oh, and the first one?
Yes, the first attempt to the Pokemon League, they used competitive level Pokemon with 4 IV stats maxed out.
Holy shit.
And maxed IVs and EVs. Like the entire Cynthia's team is actually fucking busted. It is insane. God. Not to mention the last Pokemon you fight in the Victory Road is like level 48. They're all level 60 or higher. What the fuck, Pokemon?
Oh my god.
What were you thinking? Like, you will actually get destroyed. There is no way you're beating that first try. And if you do, God bless. Like, I don't know how you're going to do it. Like, Nuzlocks of that game have ended immediately at the Elite Four because people are just that fucking unexpected. Like, it's just that unexpected to think that they would have like tournament level Pokemon.
That's actually fucking insane.
It's no different than what they did with Red for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Like, that's tournament level like Pokemon as well. It's like actually kind of crazy.
If I remember correctly, what was it? The Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were actually like developed by not developed by Game Freak. They had
they were out. It was outsourced to Ilka.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's the same team that made the new Mario and Luigi Bowser Brothership.
Oh, no shit.
Mm-hmm. Supposedly.
Supposedly.
That's what we've heard. We've heard they were outsourced, and I think there's another There's another company that was outsourced for it. I don't remember. It starts with an N. I can't remember. It's not Niantic. Niantic works on Pokemon Go and a bunch of other shit that we don't care about.
They mainly just did Pokemon games. Oh, they also did the fucking the Monster Hunter Pokemon Go.
Yeah, they did that too.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Now. I played it for like a month,
but
and then
generally speaking, when it comes to modding, you just want to figure out what your scope is and just kind of work from there and not do too much. Like, modding can be easy, but modding can be very, very difficult. I think it really just comes down to your knowledge base, what you're willing to change, what tools are available, and also, for the love of God, stop asking these questions on Reddit. just go to the Discord from the Game Banana page. Join there and ask the questions there. Because if you ask the questions on Reddit, you're gonna look like a fucking moron. So just stop using Reddit for questions, like in general. Like I think people should just stop using Reddit.
Well, there you go. The more you know.
It's so bad. There's like stuff that's like useful on Reddit, but like every time I see a modding question there's somebody in there that's gonna be like, "What are you, fucking stupid?" And then they just give you this thing. Like, it's the most passive aggressive answer, and I'm like, guys, he's just asking a question. Calm down, you know?
Holy shit! I didn't realize that the modding community was like that on Reddit.
Well, it's not even just those people are not from the modding community. They're just like
those quote unquote people.
Well, yeah, people. Why don't you just look it up? And I'm like. Okay, all right, sure, whatever.
Oh shit, damn. What do you think are some of your favorite mods that you've done?
Favorite mods to work on that I did with people. Probably the Super Mario 64 ones with Geelox. I loved working with Geelox to get those together. I requested them to modify Mario to look like me and Ren and a couple other people in my community. So I think that was a lot of fun to do.
Oh, hell yeah. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, the other big project I did was I worked with Errol Ven. They made sprites for me to put myself into Sonic Robo Blast 2 cart.
Nice. That's so cool. Mm-hmm. That sounds awesome. What got you started into like wanting to do like modding?
Well, I saw a lot of people doing modding a long time ago just to like fuck around and find out. Like one of the big things that I really, really wanted to do, and I was kind of sad that they stopped doing it, was there's this channel or there's this group called Games Repainted, and what they would do is they would take every single texture of a game and ask their community to replace the texture with any image they like.
That sounds awesome.
And then replay the game as is. And it was incredibly funny. I think it was the funniest shit I've ever seen. So I'm always down for something like that. I really, really want to do that at some point, where I just tell people, be like, hey, here's a game, here's all the textures in the game, replace all the textures. just do whatever you want to it, and I'll play the entire game start to finish.
Oh, that sounds so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. That's awesome. I can't say that I've done too much, like, I guess, like, original modding myself. Just, you know, just looking up mods, looking up how to install them. I have, like, done, like, a couple of, like, physical things, like going back to Monster Hunter, which is the thing that I was talking about that I love very, very much. Did you ever own a new 3DS, like the one actually called the new 3DS?
Yes,
okay.
I have several of those.
Okay, so you know how they have like that like it doesn't have like a second like
nub.
stick, the nub. So that was a big deal when I think it was Monster Hunter Generations when that one came out.
Yeah, because everyone had to get like a Circle Pad Pro otherwise to use it, and
exactly.
It was not fun.
Yeah. So you didn't have to get a Circle Pad Pro anymore, or use the touchscreen to move the camera around. Now you could use the nub. I played that so much that I fucking like ended up like digging my nail into the nub and basically like destroying it.
Oh no.
So what I ended up doing was like I just ordered so you know how like the PSP has that
you
tiny
replaced
little...
it with a PSP nub.
I
those
replaced it
ones
with
are nice.
I replaced it with a PSP nub and it didn't give me trouble ever since. It was super easy too. I literally just like I didn't have to like
you just
disassemble
stick it on and it works.
Yeah, just like pop out the little fucking plastic shit and pop in the PSP nub and that's it, and you're set.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're good to go.
Yeah. So
you don't have to do anything.
Yeah. When I did that shit, I was like feeling like Hacker Man.
It feels Hacker Man.
Yeah. Feels Hacker.
I feel that for sure.
Yeah, and then the very first PSP that I ever had, that I actually bought with my very first paycheck, I bought a PSP Model 3000, I think it was. And that same weekend, I fucking what's the term that they used? So I'd like not jailbreak, but anyway, I installed some shit that lets me run like basically any PSP game that I want for free. Like just download the game and then just launch it from there and you're good. So that was nice. That made me feel very, very smart. I was like showing off to like my friends and parents, look, I got a PSP and I don't have to buy any games. I just have to buy the one console and that's it. And they're like, how'd you do that? Yeah, they're like, oh, what? How'd you do that? And I was like, with the help of the internet. So that was nice. It made me feel nice about myself. In recent years, though, I haven't really done much modding other than like shit that like people already like have done themselves. It's like just download the mod manager, download this mod, stick it in this folder, whatever, and you're good to go. But I don't know, if I ever have the time, I would like to do some of the stuff that you've described that you've been doing. Because it generally sounds really, really fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, especially when you like just really get really down into it and like you really get into the nitty gritty part of it. It becomes incredibly fun. Like, absolutely.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. Yeah, so I would definitely love to be able to do that someday. It's just like my time at the moment. It's just like taken up by like other stuff. Fucking. Video editing, and then like house chores, and then fucking playing Monster Hunter still. But yeah, it sounds and looks awesome. So I hope maybe fingers crossed someday I can set aside some time to specifically try to do something, because it always feels good when you get something running on your own, when you put something together on your own.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Let's see. Are there any mods that you haven't made that you really enjoy?
The Zelda ones. Yeah, the Zelda ones I would say is like the ones that I really, really have a lot of respect for, and just like Scalar helped me a lot with those and like putting it together and just genuinely having a great time with it. I really want to do a Breath of the Wild mod. Despite not liking Breath of the Wild, I still think it would be a good mod to do. I still think that it would be a lot of fun to make. So I don't know. I'm just very up my own ass about it. I think it would be a good idea for sure.
Which one was Breath of the Wild? Oh, the first one that came out on Switch, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the open world one. Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of mods for that one. That one has like a huge modding community from what I've seen. Just even like in passing. So that's really cool. I'm glad that it's got going on. It's got that going on for itself.
Yeah.
That's some good shit. I'm glad, and I'm generally looking forward to see what you do next in terms of like your own like original mods.
Oh, thank you.
Oh well, good shit. Let's see what time is it. Oh, All right, is there anything else that you would like to say about modding or talk about modding that I haven't asked you yet that you want to really talk about?
I think I about covered it. I don't think I have anything else I can really add to it.
Okay.
Other than just like try it out and just have fun with it and not get too much in your own head about it. It's the same thing with streaming. I think like you should just try things, and if things don't work out, then
then
it
it's
is what it
GG's.
is. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Well, let's see. I think we got a show here, Aki. What do you think?
Huh?
I said I think we got a show here. I think we put together a good show here tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very easy to mod your 3DS and Wii and sort of Wii U. Oh yeah, that's what I keep hearing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's very, very easy to mod those for sure.
Yeah. Well, Aki, is there anything that you would like to plug or mention before we call it a night?
No, not really. I don't need to plug anything. I don't have anything going on right now, other than like if you want to plug my Twitch or whatever, that's cool too.
Oh yeah. Oh, you better believe.
Yeah.
You better believe I will. You better believe I will. Let's see. So I will definitely be hitting you up later on at some point because I do put up these VODs. I do put up VODs of the talk shows on my YouTube channel. So I'll be like, oh hey, what social media do you want me to add, and then just and just take it from there. But again, Aki, I am insanely grateful to have had you here tonight.
Yeah.
I appreciate that a lot. It means a lot to me that you were here. And you like generally had some very like insightful things to say. Not that I was expecting otherwise, please don't get me wrong.
Oh.
But I learned a lot. I genuinely learned a lot just from like sitting here and like listening to you speak.
No.
So thank you truly so much for that. I appreciate that a lot. And also, of course, thank you viewers, thank you chatters for being here. And thank you to everybody that helped with the audience interaction segment. That was really cool. Oh, and thank you, obviously, thank you so much for the follows. That's probably gonna do it for us tonight. That's gonna be it. The VOD is gonna be going up on my YouTube channel this Friday, and obviously when I post it, I'll let you know, and then I'll be tagging you and do all that good shit. You know the drill. You know how it goes. But that's gonna do it for us tonight. I know I sound like a broken record, but I truly am grateful. I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to everyone. Thank you all so much. That's gonna do it for us tonight.
Yippee! Yippee!
Can you bring up the gun again?
Baba.
Here, I'll give you a reason to bring it out. There you go.
Wow. Wow. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I'll shoot. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, you got his ass.
Pew, 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 pew.
Now you're just shooting the couch. Well, that's the next guest's problem, because I'm not gonna do shit about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not my problem.
All right.
There's a bunch of holes in the couch now. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, how did that happen? Oh well.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, anyhow, that's gonna be it for us tonight. Chat, thank you so much for being here. Aki, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, please, everyone, take care of yourselves and each other. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.